What's up, everybody? I just got a quick message that I got sitting here pulling my cards. I'm gonna show you. Just trying to get information. I had posted, let's see, this card already. Okay, but I had, in addition, pulled this card, which is a soul contractee, which is you agree to this path. And then I split the deck to shuffle more, and it says, and this was there. Do your research and Pleiades. Okay. Now, I'm like, okay, so let me do a little bit of research on this, and I started to read this here. And I'm like, kind of don't resonate with me, so let me, talk with my higher self and my guides and see what I gather. So I said, what's the energy of the Pleiadians? Now, first I used my comedic deck. I'm possibly going to sit this phone down. I used my comedic deck, and I did get the star card. Okay. Let me see if I can still, yep, it's right at the top. So, I got, let me pull them out. 1 second. I got that one, and I don't know if the other one is going to be up here. Oh, here it goes. That dog is really irritating. I love animals, don't get me wrong, but they just bark and bark and bark, and they don't stop. Them little ones, unnecessary. But, okay, so first I got this. Just asking, what's the energy of the Pleiadians? And I got this. And then all three of these came out together. Star card, which it's a star cluster. And then I have this, which represents harmony and peace and love, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, but why is this here? Because this represents anxiety, stress, and fear. To me, this is psychic attacks, insomnia, things of that nature. Okay. So then I pulled from my other deck, and I got this. I said, what is the energy of the Pleiadians and their feelings towards humanity, the human being, the human race? I got this first. Burden. Which I feel like the energy is kind of too much of a load to carry, too burdensome and too heavy. But I also got friendliness. But I like to always read what the creator of the deck's interpretation of their card is, because I'll of course read intuitively, which I'm seeing that it's a benevolent energy, of course, because you got the friendliness card and how the trees are blended together, which basically means integration to me. So integrating, but then you have this burden, and I just feel like humanity decline. Human beings decline has become so bad that trying to raise our vibration and raise us back up to that higher state of consciousness has become a burden on a lot of these higher dimensional beings to try to, help assist us because of the mind control, the serious mind control. And that's what came to me whenever I looked at this. This is from the media and being programmed and a whole bunch of other things on top of a whole bunch of other things, the mind programming, because the mind is all, the universe is mental. Everything comes from the mind. Okay? That's another thing. So I'm like, let me go to the book and see what it says. So there's commentary, and then it goes on to tell you a little bit more about the cards. So the commentary, I'm going to read this. It made so much sense to me because I've been saying this and I've been feeling this way for a very long time. About, we really don't know the names of these beings. We were told the names of these beings. We were told the names of these star systems. We haven't experienced it for ourselves. We have been programmed to know that these are what these beings are called. But are these the names of these beings that we should be in contact with? Or are these the names and they have us calling on and channeling energies that are pertaining more to their greater good? And I'm talking about the others. The energies that are falling, the quote unquote rulers of this whatever. Okay? The archonic energies, the architects of this world and the universe, the creators, okay, the demiurge and the archonic energies, okay, these malevolent, low vibrational energies that are controlling humanity, okay. So are we calling on those energies, and or is there a mask being used with these other names? Okay, like the Pleiadians and this and that. And are we really calling on and channeling other energies and entities that are not for our greatest and highest good? Because let me say this. Before there was TVs, before there was newspapers, before there were radio stations, and when you do tune in, okay, you're tuning into their frequency. You have to use certain frequencies to pick up certain stations. They call television shows programs, okay? They're programming your mind to help keep creating this false reality and to help keep creating and building upon their matrix and their illusionary reality, okay? Because before any of those things existed, we simply was able to channel specific energies, and they didn't have these names, by going out into nature. We didn't have so many wires and towers and stuff all around that is transmitting certain low vibrational frequencies into our minds and into our bodies. We didn't have to constantly purge and cleanse. I mean, we did, but we didn't have to constantly walk around with elite shungite to block out the EMF and all of that stuff created by these mad scientists. We didn't have to do that. And that's possibly where this Nine of Swords is, because the energy is being blocked and a whole nother energy is coming into our being and coming into our space that may be creating fear, and when the energy we're calling on, thinking it's the Pleiadian energy, may be something else. I'm just saying. And I'm getting this just by looking at these cards. There are beings and energies out there that wish us peace and harmony, and I get that through the star card, because the star deals with healing. The star also is a guide, and like a cosmic guide, an intergalactic guide to me. It deals with healing as well. And the Ten of Ankhs, of course, well, the Ten of Cups, this deals with straight up healing, straight up peace, harmony, love, togetherness. This is a family unit, okay? Masculine and feminine energies coming together and combining together. And that's possibly what this integration card is, but there is some type of energies interfering with that connection with these benevolent beings and masking it's themselves as benevolent, if you get what I'm saying. So you just got to be careful, because whenever we did go into nature and we channel energies, names were given to us. We didn't know to write with these English letters. We use symbols, okay? And that's how you're able to activate certain things in your subconscious mind, is through symbols, okay? Symbols, colors, mainly symbols, okay? But we were channeling energies. We were able to easily travel the universe without any restrictions, because there wasn't so much holding us down. Like, they created so much technology and these wires and stuff, me personally, I believe that is an interference. It is interfering with us evolving, because we should be way further than what we are now. But it's all of this EMF and all this other crap that they got going on is really blocking out a lot of things that are for our greatest and highest good. Okay, all we got to do is just keep on vibrating high. Recently I eliminated meat from my diet because of the simple fact that I felt heavy all the time. I felt heavy in the way that they slaughter these animals. You know what I'm saying? They install fear in these animals while they're slaughtering them. These animals are panicky. They're fearful. They're always on fight or flight. They're aggressive whenever they're being slaughtered, because a lot of them are just being beat to death. They're not being sacrificed like we used to do it in a ritualistic way when we wanted to eat meat. It was ritualistically, we shared with the neighborhood or we shared with the village or whatever, and we did it for ritualistic purposes. We didn't just consume meat 24/7. We didn't. That's not what we did. So I'm gonna wait for this extra car to just ride past. So the energy that is in the meat from whatever they do to it is not good, and it's keeping my frequency down. So I stopped eating meat. I feel a lot better. I've been drinking a lot of blue-green algae and chaga, drinking a lot of herbal teas, eating vegetables and grains and fruits, basically. Raising my spiritual vibration, because there's a lot of things that's going on, and this is a beautiful time. You know, we're in age of Aquarius. Uranus rules Aquarius. Uranus is the great awakener, so the energy's waking up. You have the United States in their Pluto return. The fall of this government has already been started, but I mean, yeah. So let me just read this part about the burden, okay? It says, when we carry a load of shoulds and shouldn'ts imposed on us by others, we become like this rigid, struggling figure trying to make its way up the hill, carrying our burdens around. You know what I'm saying? Go faster, try harder, reach the top, shouts the foolish tyrant. Let me put this thing on. Shouts the foolish tyrant. He carries on his shoulders. Okay. While the tyrant himself is crowned with an imperious rooster. That rooster to me represents Abraxas. Abraxas represents definitely a demiurge energy. So there's something controlling this energy that is trying to control. Like I said, there is something controlling the rooster, okay? Controlling, sitting on the crown of this tyrant, which is controlling that energy, which is now controlling this energy from calling upon this energy, okay? It says, if life these days feels like just a struggle from the cradle to the grave, it could be to, okay, wait a minute. If life these days feels like just a struggle from the cradle to the grave, it could be time to shrug your shoulders and see what it feels like to walk without these characters on your back. You have your own mountains to conquer, your own dreams to fulfill, but you will never have the energy to pursue them until you release yourself from all the expectations you gathered from others. But now think of your own. So, or expectations of what these energies are and what these other people have programmed us to believe what the Pleiadians is, where our expectations are to expect something that may not be what we want. You get it? Okay? And my baby's coming. Chances are they exist only in your own mind. But that doesn't mean they can weigh you down. Ain't that something? So chances are they exist, yay, in your own mind. Okay? That is heavy. Because if you go on the internet and look at the images of these energies, They got them looking like people. They got them looking like Europeans. You know, and that's these people's perception of what they may have encountered looks like, because it's coming from their mind. So it's time for us to start channeling energies and stop listening to what other entities or other people are telling us what these energies are, look like, what their energy is, if they're benevolent or malevolent. I mean, we have to start just go out and just talk to the stars. Just forget about any name that was given to these clusters and these galaxies and these systems, because these names were given to us by the oppressor, period. That's just what it is. And just straight up channels the energies yourself and tap in and you get a feel for what these energies are like. You know what I'm saying? Of course, a lot of these energies, like the archetypal energies and the cosmic forces, like the comedic energies, are basically they're more human, so that we can better understand and process the information of the energy, and that's why they're more human. But Pleiadians and Arcturians and the Orions and all that, those are energies from higher dimensional realms, multi-dimensional beings. They don't have flesh bodies. You have to have a flesh body to exist in this dense physical reality, because it's so dense. But it's not so dense. It's lighter there. You don't have to have flesh. So are they just sources of light? Sometimes they do appear to us, energies appear to us in ways that are, or in forms that are more comfortable to us and that we're used to seeing. Okay, but I'm gonna just put that out there. We can't just keep on allowing our minds to be programmed as to what to expect from these certain energies, because a lot of these energies, like I said, are masked for their own hidden agendas. Peace.